Hey guys, welcome back. Aurabomb here, bringing you another episode of our PTCGO live content videos. Now today, I'm dropping my deck list to the bucket of Zacian decks out there. But today we're going to be discussing a more defensive, kind of disruptive build, but like not with crushing hammers. We're going to be playing it with Lucario Melmetal. This is the list that I've been. So if you guys don't know. If you guys have not been, hello, if you're new to the channel, I'm Orba, nice to meet you. I do TCG content, what's up? If you guys are new to the channel, then you probably don't know this, but for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you know that I've been deep, I have been deep into playtesting Sword and Shield for a month and a half before the set release, right? And I've been playing all sorts of different variants of Zacian. We played the Zacian decks. I mean, we played ADP Zacian on the channel. We played one that played the Galarian Berserker. That's the one, Berserker. I know it's not technically Galarian, but the card name calls it Galarian, which could be relevant in the future, I guess. But we've been playing with Berserker, but that played with the Meowth that has the ability that we didn't get in the set. So there's probably a promo in the future, so I got rid of the Berserker idea. But I really enjoyed playing Lucario Melmetal in Zacian because it gave you a more disruptive, defensive build where like you're actually just tanking hits, swallowing hits, and recovering that damage and hitting them hard for 220 or more damage depending on different factors, right? So, and then we play the ADP as well, which would be able to win games fast enough if you can take those OHKOs if everything goes well for you, right? Of course, all of these lists have their merits, so what I'm doing is kind of combining the ideas a little bit by playing Lucario Melmetal in my Zacian deck list with ADP. So I essentially have taken the ADP Z deck list and threw in 2 Lucarios in there, and we're going to see how that goes. And it's been going pretty well for me in my testing. Like I said, I've been testing this deck for a long time. So what I'm going to start doing for future PTCGO videos, because, you know, I don't need to just sit here and like, you know, let me tell you about the deck and let me play games. I'm going to try to go into more detail about why I pick cards. So these little intros, they might take a little bit longer than they used to in the channel because I've kind of been enjoying making deck profiles and explaining my decisions and like what my testing has done for me, or like if I haven't tested the deck that much, like in theory I like this and this, and I'm gonna start doing that a little bit more. So expect a little bit longer intros and 2 games of you guys only coming for the games. Let me know in the comments. I might do 3 games. These videos might be longer than I would like. I would like these videos to be only around 30 minutes, a little bit more consumable. These are just kind of my thoughts going into Sword and Shield meta, what I want to do for the channel. So before we get into the video, if you guys, I've already picked a winner for the booster boxes. I need to I need to contact that person, and also I need to make sure these boxes have come in. I was told they were going to come in on the 7th, but apparently that's not true. They're going to come in on the 10th instead. So as long as everything goes well, I should have the boxes. And when I get the boxes, I'll have codes to give away as well. And I'll be giving away all those codes because I don't need any more codes. So we did pull our stuff. Shout out to Gumball for giving me these Zacians. And hey, if you guys like the video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, share all the good jazz. Let me know in the comment section down below what Zacian build is the one you're the most interested in for a chance to win a couple Sword and Shield codes. As always, thanks to our lovely sponsors at Guardian Gaming. All right, let's get into it. So Zacian. Focus of the deck. I'm out of breath because I just went up and down the stairs a little bit. Just the reason why this deck has elevated to new heights. Probably the most broken deck. I don't know. It feels like probably one of the most broken decks I've ever existed in like a lifetime. You know, like I haven't felt something this powerful since I played Night March in comparison to every other deck in the meta. Intrepid Sword means that, oh, there's a new supporter rule. I should probably mention that. That means you can only use supporters. You can't use supporter if you're going first in the game. So if you're going second, you can use a supporter, but you can't go on your first turn. So if you're going first. So Zacian kind of gets around that, so you can have a little bit more consistency while drawing without having to play a supporter. Zacian has the ability Intrepid Sword, which means you can draw 3 cards and end your turn. If you draw metal energies in those 3 cards, you can attach it to the Zacian. So it's pretty handy. And of course we have Brave Blade that hits 230 and then you can't attack with it the next turn. But of course we have 4 switches, we got our 2 Malanas, we have ways to recycle that around so we don't have to worry about the hole not being able to attack the following turn. So there's that. Resistance is now minus 30, we're resistant to grass, weak to fire, 2 retreat costs, you know, basic stats. But it is a 220 HP 2 prize Pokemon, so it's just really good. It's a good card. So I am building it with a 2/1 count of Lucario Metal and ADP. So we play ADP because against matchups where we can just take Okos and we can just rush through the game, it's easy enough to set up ADP. We play 3 tag calls. I only have space for 1 Guzma Hala, but I'm going to try to put in a space for a second one. We're going to play these games, see what I want to cut. But with 1 Guzma Hala, 3 tag calls, 2 Aurora Energies, and the fact that we have the Dene, Quick Balls, Jirachi, Oranguru, and of course Zacian itself, it's actually fairly easy to set up an ADP to attack turn 2 with the Altered Creation for those extra prizes. Or there's going to be matchups like you playing against Mewtwo, for instance, Mew, where you don't have to actually get that boosted in prizes. You can just use for 1 energy Altered Creation, which is really handy, especially if you go second and you just want to get the attack off. Because we do play Fine Band in this deck that can help you push to 270 on your Zacians. Ultimate Ray does accelerate your energies as well, 280 HP. It gives us 3 prizes, so you have to be a little bit more careful. The reason why I don't play Shrine of Punishment in this deck is because I'm playing Arceus Agapakia, and more importantly, because I am playing Lucario Metal, which is the kind of Pokemon that actually sets on the board a little bit longer than ADP does. And I use this card when I have it on the board, unlike ADP where I just attack with it and then I start swinging away with Zacian. And I apologize for my computer being all loud in the background. But we play 2 Lucario Metals. Now, of course, based on your preference, you can choose to play 2 of these or 2 of ADP, or you can just play 2 of each, right? I'm choosing to go 2 Lucario Metal. I find it to be more useful in more matchups because just being able to use Full Metal Wall to reduce all the damage from Metal Pokemon by 30 is kind of ridiculous, which means with a Metal Frying Pan, which reduces damage output, damage done to your Metal Pokemon by another 30, your Zacians can tank hits a lot. You're getting minus 60 damage, and reducing damage output helps you a lot more when it comes to healing with Malolana than it does just like, what's it called? Yeah, reducing damage is better than having more HP in this case, because you're going to reduce damage, which means you're more easily able to heal between your Malolanas, which is good to know. And the second ability of Full Metal Wall is that you can remove all the energies from your opponent's Pokemon if you have an extra energy attached to this thing. Fairly easy to do because we have access to Metal Saucer, which can attach energies from the discard pile, which is amazing, because now we have a consistent way to get off that disruption part of our Lucario Metal in case your opponent goes for Eternal Welder or anything like that. We have a really good way to disrupt our opponent. It also is helpful in the mirror match because if they attach an energy to their ADP, you can just like Lucario Metal, get rid of that energy, and then they're now a whole turn behind because ADP needs that 1 turn to set up that energy. So it's really, really good in the mirror match as well. Excuse me. Because you're not too worried about taking Okos. Like, unless they play their own Metal Frying Pan, you already Oko Zacian in return. So in the mirror match, it's just a much better card. What else is there to mention? That's kind of basic. Everything else is pretty much just kind of basic. I'm gonna quickly. I forgot how much. Man, I haven't used PCG on my account for so long. I forgot how much it just eats up your computer. It's just a terrible program. I wish they'd fix that. Anyways. Now to the rest of the Pokemon. Oranguru, we are playing Oranguru in this deck. Just one of the best cards in this deck. One of the best cards in the set. Then you take a card from your hand and put it back on top of your deck, and then take the top card from your deck. So you're essentially taking the top card and putting a card in your hand on top of your deck, but you have to do it to where you choose the card that's going from your hand to the top of your deck first before you draw. But this is good for getting 1 card deeper into your deck, which is sometimes really useful. But more importantly, it's good for preserving your combo pieces. For instance, I am actually not playing Professor's Research in this deck. You can very easily play Professor's Research in this deck, but I am playing Custom Catchers, and I find that not playing Research is good because this deck has so many 1-ofs and so many like key pieces that I hate losing them while playing Research, and I don't ever really need to dig super hard playing Research. Like, if I ever need to dig, I can just find my Dedenne, so I'm not too worried about that. But Oranguru is good for instance, like if you have Marnie, which is something I do play a 3 of because I think Marnie is one of the best supporters in the game right now. You can put a Custom Catcher on top of your deck so you can draw into it the following turn. This goes well for pretty much every card in the deck. If you want to make sure you draw back into it, you can use Oranguru. If you're going to use Dedenne, for instance, to discard your hand and you don't want to lose a particular piece of your hand, then you can use Oranguru to put it back on top of your deck, and then use the Dedenne to discard your hand and draw 6. Anything else worth mentioning? Not really. We play Absol because there's a lot, like pretty much every deck is going to be playing Jirachi in this current format. That's really good. So being able to disrupt Jirachi with Absol is really, really strong. We play one Fion because stall deck still exists, Doll deck still exists, and this kind of just puts extra pressure on Doll decks to where they have to force it back. If they have a second Doll, we still have access to Custom Catcher and Great Catcher. We can generally move them, but being able to force your opponent to switch out into something they don't want to switch into is just good. So I do like the Fion. I think Fion is kind of like one of those cards where I don't see a lot of people playing Fion anymore, but it still feels like one of those mandatory cards because a lot of people, because of these V Pokemon being only be able to be gusted by Pokemon Catcher or Custom Catcher, a lot of people have this idea that they're safe on the bench, which is where Fion comes into play. A lot of people don't have any like Pokemon they can just sack off anymore, so having Fion is really disruptive. We are playing 4 Custom Catchers. Reason why I like Custom Catcher over Pokemon Catcher is one, I'm not a fan of flipping. I dislike flipping. I think if a format comes down to flips, it's not a good format, which is why I'm really worried that Pokemon Catcher is back in the format. But Custom Catcher, although you need to have 2 in your hand in order to gust your opponent, you can still use it for a draw card, which can sometimes be really useful. We have Aurora Energy and Great Catcher and Maulana and Guzmahala. We have lots of ways to thin our hand down to like really low counts. So being able to use Custom Catcher as just like a pseudo draw supporter is pretty handy as well. Of course, we still have Great Catcher to pull up those Pikaroms when we need to. 4 Metal Saucer, kind of what brings this deck so much life. Being able to attach an energy to one of your bench metal Pokemon is super strong. 4 Quick Balls, the godsend for TCG player, for Pokemon players. You can search your deck for any basic Pokemon, discard a card first, search your deck for any basic Pokemon, put it into your hand. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Makes pretty much every deck good, which is good. Reset Stamp, I just think it's important to always have a Reset Stamp. You never know when you need to disrupt your opponent to make sure that they don't win the game the following turn, so Reset Stamp is so strong. 4 switches, like I said, you need to be able to pivot around your Zacians because your Zacians can't attack continuously, and having Jirachis just feels good to have 4 switches, so you can constantly be pivoting between Jirachis. And 2 Cynthia, it's a little bit in the lower count, but that's because of the fact that I'm able to draw so much between Jirachi, Oranguru, ADP, and Dedenne. I'm looking at a lot of cards, and I just don't use my supporter super often to dig anymore. So Cynthia is my way to just shuffle back in to get a brand new hand, but that's why I don't play Juniper. Like I mentioned earlier, or Professor Research, I should say. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't like losing any cards in this deck. Very rarely am I okay with it. If I want to lose anything, I have lots of cards that discard for search or discard for some sort of effect, so I'll lose cards that way. But using Juniper to search, or I keep saying Juniper, using Professor's Research to search is just unnecessary. To search for cards is just unnecessary in my eyes. Cynthia Caitlin, because we are playing Tag Call, so just being able to get a searchable draw 3 is good. You never know when you need to. You might have stuck hands, which does happen sometimes because, like I said, our draw support consists of 2 Cynthias and 3 Marnies, which is fairly low, but after testing, I just like this. Once again, I have some cards in here that you can easily cut if you don't like it. Like for instance, I'm playing 9 Metal Energies, but beforehand I was getting by with just 8 Metal Energies and 2, oh, okay. And, oh, this is gonna be a thing again. And 2 Aurora Energies. So I've been getting by with just that, and it's been working perfectly fine. I haven't had too much of an issue. I just like having that increased count because late game it could be annoying when you lose too many energies. But you could easily drop 1 Metal Energy if you're looking to add more cards. But 2 Cynthia for me, and 3 Marnie. Marnie lets you shuffle your hand back into your deck, and you draw 5 and your opponent draws 4. Not shuffle your hand back into the deck. Shuffle your hand, put it to the bottom of your deck, which is kind of relevant, super relevant, and then you draw 5 cards and your opponent draws 4. So not only is this a disruptive supporter because it means your opponent generally gets a smaller hand, but this is great for you because you get to shuffle back to the bottom of the deck cards that you cannot play, because usually you play all the cards that you can play in your hand, and then you draw 5 brand new cards which are not going to be the cards you shuffled back in. This is really relevant because you're seeing a brand new hand of 5 every time. So Marnie, super good for that, and once again just pairs wonderfully with Oranguru. Still playing 1 Guzmahala because it lets you search for stadiums. I'm currently not playing a stadium in this deck. There's not really a stadium that can bother me, to be honest. Pikarom keeping their stadium is kind of annoying, so if you want to, you could easily play in a Chaotic Swell, which maybe I should just like throw 1 in. I don't know what to drop though, so we're not going to do that quite yet. But you can, and there's other options. You have Shrine if you're not too worried about your own Pokemon taking damage, and Shrine does help you a lot versus things like Mewtwo. I think Chaotic Swell, if you're going to play any stadium, just play 1 Chaotic Swell. It's really all you need against Pikarom. But once again, I feel like you can beat Pikarom without having to worry about their Shrine, without having to worry about their stadium, but it would be really nice to disrupt their stadium. So I do want to drop something. I don't have my actual deck list on me right now. My buddy's borrowing the deck, so I don't have it on me. So this is kind of like what I remember. If I could drop something, what would it be though? I don't want to drop the metal energy, but I might have to drop the metal energy, which is not ideal. Let's drop a frying pan. I was toying with the idea of playing just 2 anyways. Speaking of frying pan, we talked about it already, but frying pan meaning you're no longer weak to fire, which is good, as well as the fact that you have a 30 reduction in damage. Skateboards for your Jirachis, 1 fine band to hit that 270 number when you need to, a vitality band now is what I should say, and then 2 aurora and 9 metal. And yeah, that's gonna be the deck profile. Let's go ahead and get a few games. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I love having these discussions when it comes to this, but I'm excited because I haven't even touched PCGO since the update. I haven't touched PCGO in like a few months. So for me, this is exciting. Ever since the pack opening, like I haven't even touched this game. As you can see, the last time I touched PCGO was when I was testing for Dallas, which is in January, early January. All right, guys, we found a game. Don't really know what I'm playing against though. Fire and Dragon. ADP with fire. Oh, is this that Bird Trio deck? Can we beat the Bird Trio? I think we have to go the Lucario Elemental route because Bird Trio has too much HP. So we can't OHKO it. So, Oh my goodness, I'm so sick of this. Oh my god. Alright, cool. We led the Dene again. Bro, this is getting ridiculous. We have 13 dudes in the deck. We should the probability of this happening is extremely low. But whatever, it's fine, who cares? We're gonna move on, we're gonna take it. Fion, we're going first, so we want Zacian. We have both Zacian and ADP turn 1, which is just marvelous. But do we want ADP? I don't think we want ADP. I think we just discussed how we don't want ADP. So I'm not gonna grab ADP, and I am instead gonna draw a Cynthia Caitlin. Yep. We have a switch in hand. Yeah, we'll do this. If he sets up shenanigans, we can just GX it next turn. Let me grab Zacian and discard. I kind of want to keep everything in my hand, but we're probably just going to use Cynthia Caitlin next turn, so I'll get to discard the Malalon and get it back. Zacian here, and draw a beautiful 3 cards. All right, pretty good. Okay. So how are we gonna fare against Bird Trio? He's playing Dramper. Dramper doesn't do anything versus us. Hits 140, which is no damage. We reduce damage. We're gonna be reducing damage by 30, and then another 30 if we find our frying pans. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good against this deck. Green, okay. Interesting. Well, why? Does the deck just play greens? Is that what it is? I guess it makes sense. It's also kind of lame. I don't like it. I'm just like so anti-green this meta, since you can't play turn 1. But he did go second, so I guess that's fine. Alright, let's see the ADP. I would absolutely love to have that ADP active with the energy so I can disrupt it. That would be beautiful, but we gotta find it. We have Marnie in hand, so we can easily, ideally, maybe find an energy. This is why I wanted to play more energies though, so I might have to bump it up to 12. Because like just drawing energies is really important. We don't have any metal energies in the discard pile, so we can't use Metal Patch quite yet. But we do have a pretty good hand here. We can drop those dudes. And he's making it not active, which is very smart. Do this. Yeah, that's really smart. I can't really do too much about that. Marning him sounds evil, and that's what I'm all about, so. We can Steel Fist anything. That's Marnie. Yeah, we're gonna Marnie him, and hopefully get an energy off this. Okay, we didn't. To be expected. Alright, this disrupts his switching kind of, but I'm sure he plays lots of switching cards. I will play down anyways though. If I just had an energy, I had the Great Catcher in hand, which is super whack. I could just go for it though. Grab any card out of the deck. Guzmahala is fine, right? And then we'll just Great Catcher and use Custom Catcher and just go for the go for the draw. We have plenty of energies left in the deck. How many energies in the deck? Let's take a look. We have 9 energies in a 38 card deck, which is going to be 37 here in a second. Each draw is a 1 in 5. It's not bad. I'm gonna go for it. Worst case scenario, we don't get it. We give him a free switch. But we do get it. That'd be nice. Let's draw 3 cards, and we got it. So we can get rid of his energy, frying pan the Zacian, and disrupt his energy, and also reduce our damage. So very, very strong turn 2 for us. Super strong turn 2. So that's good. And this is why I like custom catchers. That extra draw is just so good, especially in Zacian decks where like every other card discards a card in our hand. So we can easily thin our hand down. And now we start hitting him with the fist and putting him in range of Zacian. Or we can not hit him with the fist and just keep drawing cards with Zacian. But I think the fist is good just because we need to be able to start reducing damage. Or, I mean, putting him in Oko range. We only hit 230, which is just enough to take an Oko on this thing. But if he plays Malilana, it's really awkward, and he does play lots of attack calls, so he could get Malilana pretty easily. But while we're just kind of chilling and waiting, Fire Energy, okay. Quick Ball is not super useful right now. I'm just gonna hit him with the fist. I guess that's the right play, because otherwise he needs to have Malilana and a switch in order for him to GX attack next turn. I think the fist is just the right play. How many energies are down here? None, right? No energies down there. I could grab another energy. I kind of want to draw into energies, although I'd rather draw into like a draw supporter of some kind. So there's that. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna wait. I mean, I do 2 a KO, but it's a tough call. I will. Sure, I'll do it. I mean, I could retreat, get some metal patches, and pivot with like a switching card of some kind. So there's that possibility. But he's just gonna GX me here. GXing literally does nothing. I mean, it does stuff clearly because he takes away my reduction. But as far as getting him Okos, it's not going to do that. The most he can hit is 240, which I guess does knock out Zacian, but we have Metal Frying Pan for that reason. And now he's only hitting 210 because of our own reduction, so he's never going to really take a knockout from full unless it's against this dude. Which he could, in theory, save the GX attack with Sky Legends and then, like, what does he do, 110 each Pokemon? He could take multiple knockouts if he wanted to. So this is good. We just need a good top deck here. We don't have a board space for Jirachi right now. He didn't GX me. Now we have a board space for Jirachi. Which is something I want to play here. Because right now attacking feels pointless. So I'm just going to Whirlpool Section, yeah. Force a switch just so we have a bench space open. This is why leading the Denny is just always terrible. That's also why I wanted to play 4 Jirachis in this deck list, but I couldn't find space for it. Because at least with 4 Jirachis, your chance of leading is much lower. I'm just going to go ahead and lose all these energies because I don't need them, and they make all my plays live for metal patches. Speaking of which, we'll grab this India though. And let's start playing the game. We need to find a switch and 2 metal patches or a manual attachment. We did find the switch, but we did not find a metal patch, which is a-okay with me. We can attach, and we can just Intrepid Sword here. Yeah, let's go for it. Draw the metal patch. So now we can set up 2 Zacians. We just need to find another Frying Pan. Once we find another Frying Pan, we're set. If we get another custom catcher, that'd be really good. Pull up that ADP and take a knockout. It looks like he's choosing to make it active though, just to set up this dude so he can GX me with it. So I think that's his game plan. He's going to GX me with this dude because he realizes that he can, as long as he knocks out the Sukario Metal, he just needs to knock out 3 more Pokemon, which is not super hard for him to do, especially if he weakens a ADP or a Zacian first. Zacian. I don't know what to call. Oh, he just got rid of one of my things. My Frying Pan. He earned my Frying Pan. How rude. But he is in KO range, and I will gladly take it. All right, how do I want to win this game? That's the next question. He's going to shuffle himself back in so he doesn't lose immediately, which is smart, but also annoying. Which makes me want to set up a Lucario Melmetal. 50 damage is not anything, though. I can't hit 250. What I can do is set up multiple Zacians, though. So I'm gonna start doing that. We'll start getting more Jirachis on the board. Origami would have been good too, because I would have loved to keep this custom catcher, but we don't need it right now, so we should be okay. I could switch just to use Jirachi. I'm actually gonna hold. Actually, I don't want to hold the whole of his hand, because like he just put a bunch of cards in his hand. I'm playing against a green deck. You got a Marnie every turn. There's another frying pan, which is excellent, excellent, and another metal patch too, bro. This is excellent, amazing. Come here. I'm hungry. My dog is hungry. And we'll Brave Blade for knockout. Very, very nice. 3 prizes. Give me my snacks. All right. We got City, which is good. That's all I needed was a draw supporter, so we're okay. And one that shuffles back in, because we have a lot of good cards in the bottom, which is kind of annoying because we're playing Marnie, but it's fine. We'll make it work. We don't have a switch in hand. We could just Malawana. Actually, he's going to damage me, right? So I might as well just Malawana this turn. I don't need the Aurora Energy. I don't need the card on my metal. But I think more importantly, I don't need the Quick Ball. So I can actually probably dump the Quick Ball and also attach the Aurora Energy this turn. And he's only going to hit us for like not much damage, like at all, because we're reducing by 60. Even though he does plus 30 damage. No, he doesn't do plus 30 damage yet, so we're still reducing by 60. So this is actually great for us. If he GXs us with Sky Legends, that seems absurd. I don't know what he's going to accomplish by doing that. Yeah, dude, Malon is busted. Let's just play it. Trinity Burn for how much damage? 150. That just doesn't feel good enough, does it? That just does not seem good enough, does it? I am going to Malawana. Actually, I kind of wanted to keep the Aurora Energy, but now it just feels unnecessary. We do not have a switch in hand, so we're going to have to Malawana into Jirachi, into the Dene. I guess that's okay. Sure, let's go into Dene. I mean, it's just me being greedy. I don't want to have to do this, but I guess I will. Go into Dedenne, heal up. I don't want to lose anything in my hand right now, so I'm just gonna not play the Aurora Energy. I'm just gonna hit him for Buko damage with the blade. Hit him with the blade. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to edit this video a lot. Hopefully we don't disconnect, because that's the problem. I've been disconnecting like crazy. It's getting really annoying. It's just really annoying. Because I get into good positions like this. I need to knock on wood so it doesn't happen, but like, because I cannot disconnect again. Because I'm in a good place. I don't want to have to edit this game out because I disconnected. Malala, which is fine because he's still in range of another Brave Blade. We just need to find a double custom catcher. We have played 1, so it's looking kind of not great. But it's still, you know, doable. Power plant does not turn off anything for us. There's an escape board, which is actually an amazing top deck. Stamp. In theory, attaching the stamp, getting rid of stamp, attaching this Aurora Energy, getting rid of stamp does thin our deck by 2, so we're better off we have a higher chance of drawing into our dudes, into our double custom catcher. So I am actually going to do that, even though I want to keep the stamp around. Double custom catcher is nice. We didn't get it. That's unfortunate. We did get the switch though, but we don't even have a single custom catcher in hand, so we can't really abuse it too much. I'm not going to attack this turn. I don't feel like it's super necessary. I'm just going to wait till I get double custom catcher, I think. I'm gonna keep thinning though, for sure. Let's get another metal patch down, play it down, attach here, sure. And like a quick ball, but that feels unnecessary. Although, like I said, I think we just have to keep thinning. So I'm actually gonna quick ball away the, oh, we win, okay, I'll take it. I was gonna quick ball away the Aurora Energy, but we don't need to. I guess he thought I had double custom catcher in hand, but I was just gonna use my Intrepid Sword, draw 3 more cards, and hopefully get that double custom catcher. I know that all of them were in the deck, or did I know that? I think I knew that. But anyways, yeah, I think I have to get one more game, so I have to cut out the first 2, because it disconnects, so I'll be right back. All right guys, we found another game versus Homemade Biscuit. What's up, Homemade Biscuit? All right, hopefully this game goes nice and smoothly. I would like to go first, because getting a turn 1 attachment is pretty good. Are we playing against Guardian, bro? Are we about to roast this man? Is this man about to get roasted and toasted? I really hope not. No ADP turn 1, but like if we're just playing against Guardian, we just go Turbo Zacian and we're okay. We don't need anything. Oh, never mind. He duped us. No, he's playing something. I think he's playing Whimsicott, bro. If we're playing against Whimsicott, bro, it's over. We've lost. We can't beat Whimsicott. Actually, I have no idea what Whimsicott does. I can shuffle my cards back in the deck, bro. This is terrifying. This is actually scary. Yes, give me all the mulligans. To beat Whimsicott, we need to get ADP. Oh, thank you. Thank you, base mulligans. Give me, oh, it's prize. This is why you got to choose between the two. I have to discard their energies. Like, I don't have a choice. What else in my hand? We have Marnie for next turn. We just have to discard their energies, bro. Like what other options do we have? None is the answer. All right, he can't attack me turn 1, so I'm actually just gonna play switch. I'm actually just going to play switch. We're gonna put a frying pan on this dude. We're gonna play the switch, and we're gonna draw 3 cards, and we're gonna hope that he does not get any shenanigans that's gonna make me upset. 2 quick balls, frying pan, perfect, amazing. Okay, so Whimsicott hits for a lot of damage and can avoid attacks. So we just need to get lots of flips. We need to flip coins, and my luck is not very good. So this is gonna be a great game to end on. There's a Heatran over there. Heatran is scary. Heatran's very scary. It looks like we're gonna have to frying pan this dude too. I actually kind of wanted to avoid that, but it looks like it's gonna have to happen. The ADP prize, I'm not even gonna bother. Actually, it might be worth. Well, I think I am still going to just. I'm not going to disrupt their energies yet, actually. I could Steel Fist for knockout here, which is what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to disrupt their energies yet. But I am going to start putting energies in the discard pile. Get some Jirachis down, Absols down, Oranguru this game as well. I really need to take advantage of Oranguru more. Okay, we will take it. We will take it. Oh, I did not want to have to deal with flips. Okay, all right. That was a gimpy game, so we'll get one more game. But guys, my throat's killing me. So this is the last one. All right, I'll be back when I find it. Unless I don't cut. Then hello, how are you doing? I have to edit so much. Okay. A Mini UK, bro, that's my dude. What's up, bro? Hey, what's up, man? Oh no, he's gonna know everything. It's my boy. Shouts to my boy, dude. Shouts to the join the Discord, guys. Join the Discord so you can become another fellow boy. Let's see. Lead Jirachi, excellent. Going first, excellent. Quick ball, Zacian, excellent. Just everything is just excellent right now. Give me the juice. We're losing a switch, which is not excellent, but like, I'm okay with that. I am 100% okay with that. Let's see what my boy's playing. Giratina Garchomp, man, that is scary. Lead here. Losing a switch is fine as compared to anything else. Give me the ADP. Actually, do I want ADP? I mean, he has 270, so we're gonna want to find Fine Band and take an OCO, right? It's fine. Let me just double check that everything's in the deck. Fine Band, Vitality Band is in the deck. We're just gonna get ADP down then. Let's see. See if I can get a Guzmahala. Switch, I mean, whatever, I'll take it. No biggie. Switch is so good in this deck. Give me my 3. Give me my 3. Oh, the Dene, that's not great. But we'll take it. You know, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it does technically help us find our combo piece more, but we've lost 3 switches this game if we're not super careful. But I really need to find Vitality Band, which means Guzmahala needs to be in the deck, which means we gotta find Guzmahala. We have access to 3 tech calls, and he's playing green, bro. Mini UK, if you're watching this video and you ever heard me say anything bad about green decks, I take it back. You're my boy. I don't take it back, but I'm not insulting you. That's what I'm saying. Whew. I have got the burpees. I need water. All right, so he's playing green. So he's playing all the good stuff. The dudes that give me prizes. I will take all the prizes. Because if he gives me 2 prizes and I GX attack with this dude and then I take an OCO, Pokemaniac, what am I looking at? First of all, I forgot how creepy that full art is. I haven't played Pokemon in so long and it just feels so good to play Pokemon again. Also, he has Secret Quick Ball. Bro, what is happening? Why is this man sauced up right now? What is Rhyhorn? Bro. If there's a new Rhydon or he's milling me or something, I don't know what's happened. Why is he so sauced up? He's got dojo. He's actually sauced up, bro. Putting damage on me, putting me in range. Oh no. Good hand. Not terrible for sure. Okay, we're gonna lose cards. So yeah, I think I'm like comfortable playing the Dene here. Unless of course we find our dude. Rangu is good. I can actually preserve the switch with Rangu, so I actually kind of like that idea. Let me double check if Guzmahala is in the deck. It's prize, which means we really just gotta dig this turn, don't we? That's a bit annoying. I don't want to have to dig if I don't have to. If I don't want, that's super lame. Yeah, digging sounds dumb. I could put the Marnie. I really think I'd rather preserve the switches than the Marnie. I can get Barney back with Cynthia Kalen. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna preserve the switch here, and then I'm just gonna do Dene. We got Cynthia, which is bad, but I really just need to dig, so I'm gonna dig. I'm digging. We got the Aurora Energy, which is pretty much all we needed, and we have a Swell, which is excellent. Okay, so I'm very happy with this turn. Stellar Wish. We can even Marnie my opponent this turn too, which is. It's unnecessary. So I don't think we're going to. What do we have in hand right now? We have Malolana. I'll grab Marnie just as a draw supporter. We don't have any metal energies right now, which is kind of lame. Let me dump. What do I dump here? I actually don't know. I don't know. I hate losing Metal Patch, but I guess it's fine. Swell. I could just play Marnie now and try to get more stuff. Put him down to a different 4-card hand. I mean, he played green, so I guess playing Marnie's okay. Yeah, we'll play Marnie. He did play green, so we'll just Marnie. This gives me more card advantage anyways. And we got the Vitality Band. That's huge. All right, that's pretty big. That is pretty big. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the thing here and see if he whiffed. If he didn't whiff, we're gonna have to go off with Metal Patches. And we already lost one, which is not good. But we can do it. I'm not worried about it. We have access to a Rangaroo that can help us dig. We have Jirachi, and we have Intrepid Sword if we need to. So we'll see if we can make this work. We have a manual attachment. We just need 2. We also need to put 1 in the discard pile, assuming he takes a knockout here, which he needs. I don't think he can, right? He can't play counter gain or anything, so I think he just has to keep hitting my dudes. So I think we're good here, actually. I think this is amazing. I don't think it gets much better. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it gets much better. I think we're in a great position because now we hit 270 versus this dude, and he chose to attack that one, which means we're going to do something else entirely. What do I want to keep? Because I do want a Rangaroo here. I guess we'll put an energy back, but that seems kind of dumb. I could Malolana this turn. That also feels kind of dumb. But actually Malolana does make me lose an energy, which is good, while also keeping this thing healthy. Because you can take a knockout in the next turn, so we can just deny a knockout a little bit longer. So I'm okay with that. Also lets me get a card deeper with Jirachi. Keeps a Vitality Band in hand. You can grab something garbage, Metal Saucer. We'll hold on to the Metal Saucer. And we'll switch back, accelerate energies. I could just play the Metal Saucer though. Sure. In case he Marnies me, I want to be able to just use it. And we will just Ultimate Ray and set up the Zacian on the bench. So he shouldn't be able to take an Oko by any means, as far as I'm aware, unless he randomly pulls up a Roxy Shenanigans that I don't know about, like if he has Roxy Wheezing, puts too much damage on this thing. He hits 240. So if he pulls up like double Custom Catcher or Pokemon Catcher heads with a Roxy and a Wheezing or Coughing in his hand, and also has another manual attachment, that is a crazy turn, first of all, if he can pull that off, but I don't think he can. Definitely not anymore. So we'll be okay. Oh, maybe he can. He still has access to. Yeah, he has the Wheezing. He could pull Roxy and Pokemon Catcher me right now, and then I'm gonna be big mad. I'm gonna be so upset if that happens. If he pulls double Custom Catcher off the Roxy, which he didn't do, so it looks like we're safe this turn. We are gonna get 3 prizes. We are pretty good here, and we can set up the other Zacian as well. So everything is looking magnificent. Just attach it here. We'll take our knockout. Like, I want to keep everything in my hand, like I mentioned, so we're just gonna ultimate right here. Take our knockout, take our 4 lovely prizes, and just win the game off the next attack pretty much. I'm gonna keep 1 energy in the deck still, just because it feels safe to have that as a just in case pivot kind of thing. And we'll take 4 prizes. All we gotta do is knock out that Rhyhorn next turn. Oh, am I gonna disconnect? Oh God, I knew this was gonna happen. I don't think there's anything he could do though. I knew we were gonna. I talked about disconnecting in the previous game, or one of the previous games, and I think we won that game no matter what. I'm not even worried about it. Whatever, we're done recording. My throat is killing me. There's the disconnect. I am so sick of this internet, man. Oh man, I'm fuming. He's gonna message me in a second and be like, what happened? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go over the deck one more time just to have it on screen while we have the outro. But thank you guys all for watching. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Kick the notification. Kick that notification bell. Sure, kick it. Whatever. I don't know. If you guys are more interested in getting more direct contact with me, you are more than welcome to join the Discord. The information for that is in the description down below. Check out the Instagram. Check out the Twitter. Especially check out the Twitter. Twitter's important. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Twitter is very important. Patreon, all that good jazz. We got new merch. Check that out. This is the deck if you guys are interested. Energies, that's the energy count. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Answer a comment question a day for a chance to win a couple of free codes, and I will see you guys next time.